Hi, Barry with Cruising Authority, and this is it. We're boarding the Oasis of the Seas. Finally, let's go aboard. Come on. Now, when I board the ships, every time I board the ships, I always like to slap the side of the hull, and this is about as close as I'm going to get. Listen to that. Let's go aboard. Come on this way. This ship, truly, I mean, it has taken my breath away. I've anticipated and looked forward to seeing this ship for probably 5 or 6 years since they first announced it. I remember when they first announced it, and I was very, very excited to get aboard this ship. And finally, here I am standing in Central Park aboard the Oasis of the Seas. I hope you have a chance to see the rest of the video that we have. Also, if you want to get on this ship, make sure you go to www.dreamvacationscruise.com or call 1-877-SHIPS95. We're here with Carrie Ann, who is the executive chef in 150 Central Park. Is that correct?
Yes, the specialty restaurant on board Oasis.
Now, you're only 23 years old.
Yes, 23.
And you're from California. Whereabouts in California?
I'm from San Jose, California, born and raised.
Now, how long have you been wanting to be a chef? I know you must have been preparing for this for many years.
I've been wanting to be a chef since I was a little girl, so this is really a dream come true for me.
Now, I understand that you went to Dubai and you won like the American Idol of cuisine. Tell us about that.
I did a competition in Dubai. I represented the United States against 17 other countries. I was the first female and first American to ever win the competition, so it was a really huge honor winning the title World's Greatest Young Chef.
Give us an example of what you would serve in 150 Central Park.
So my food is an 8-course tasting menu. It's kind of an upscale, modern American type of cuisine.
But what type of, give us a very specific example of what you would serve.
Okay, so for instance, I have a trio of duck on my menu where I take the leg and I braise it so it's nice and tender. I roast the breast and then I serve it with a duck meatball, which I call corn dog style because it has a little crispy corn dog outer coating on it. So that's one example of what we do in 150.
What does your family think about you being on the Royal Caribbean ship here, Oasis of the Seas?
I have to tell you, my parents and grandparents are on board right now, and so they ate in the restaurant last night, and they loved it, and it was a huge honor to have them in there. Very exciting. They're very excited for me. So.
Now, you had mentioned in an earlier press conference that Royal Caribbean has basically given you a gold credit card to get whatever you want as far as ingredients. Tell us a little bit about that.
We really want to make 150 Central Park the most spectacular dining experience on board Oasis. So any tool that I really need, they've been able to provide me, which has been, a dream for me as a chef to work with the best ingredients, the best equipment, everything that I need, they've given me. So I'm very fortunate.
Now, it's also very exclusive. Only 70 people a night?
Yes. That's part of the whole experience. We want to make it really intimate. I'm cooking for those people that night, and that's it. Like when they make reservations, if they have any special needs, they tell me in the morning, and I prepare a full menu for them, just specially for them. I think that's a whole part of the experience.
Carrie Ann, thank you for being on Cruising Authority, and your food is wonderful.
Thank you very much.
Well, I just explored the Oasis of the Seas. It was a short 2-night visit to the ship. The Oasis of the Seas truly is a spectacular ship. Everywhere we went on this ship, it just made us say amazing or wow. But I also got to meet with a number of key people on the ship and talk with them. Here is the interview that I did with the Captain Wright, on the bridge of the Oasis of the Seas. We're aboard the Oasis of the Seas, and I'm here with Captain Wright. Captain, thanks for being on Cruising Authority and inviting us on the Oasis.
My pleasure. Welcome on board.
Now, what has been your most exciting moment as captain of this ship?
I think it has to be that first time that I brought her into Port Everglades, which happens almost to be literally my home port. I was born in Miami. I live just a mile and a half south of Port Everglades myself. So bringing her in as the largest ship ever to go into Port Everglades and actually handling her for the first time was a special moment. It's almost like a first kiss.
Now, you're not Norwegian. I thought most of the Royal Caribbean International captains were Norwegian.
I'm not Norwegian. That's very correct. Born in Miami, but I lived in Norway for 22 years, and I speak Norwegian fluently. So jeg snakker norsk.
I'm a Phillygutten.
Okay.
Do you know what that is?
Pretty Phillygutten from Philadelphia.
Yeah. No. Well, you have a wonderful ship, and I wanted to ask you about coming into Fort Lauderdale with Good Morning America, shooting all over the ship. I mean, it must have just been a thrill. And I saw that you were also on your cell phone and you shot off the ship's whistle.
Yeah.
What an exciting time for you.
No, it really was. I mean, it's a huge moment. I mean, I had goosebumps all over. It was very emotional and very special, and something I'm always going to remember is kind of the pinnacle of my career.
What would you want the people to know around the world about the Oasis of the Seas? Well, I mean, what is it that you would want them to know that they really won't be able to pick up from watching TV and just the average person?
How completely, totally amazing, incredible she is. And everybody that comes on board, they've been on the website, they've seen the photos, they've looked at the computer renderings, and that looks great. That looks impressive. When they step foot on board the ship, everybody just goes, wow. And it's just the amazement of the ship, the neighborhoods that we have, Central Park, the Royal Promenade, the Boardwalk, the Aqua Theater, are all so separate and different. So you really feel, and they're very, very intimate areas. So while you're on a very large ship, when you walk around through the ship, through these different neighborhoods, you feel that you're in small communities, and that gives you an intimacy that I think is very, very special.
Well, Captain, thank you very much again for allowing us on your bridge and aboard the Oasis of the Seas. Thank you very much.
Great to have you here. Thank you.
We are on the Royal Promenade aboard the Oasis of the Seas with Richard Fain, the CEO and Chairman of Royal Caribbean Cruises. Chairman, it's really a pleasure to be on this ship. I know you've put a lot of work into this ship, and it truly is a home run, I think it is.
Well, a lot of people put a lot of work into this, and I'm just so tickled pink at what they've all accomplished, because we couldn't have been, I mean, my expectations were high, but they've just outdone themselves.
Well, absolutely, it's been a home run. Thank you very much. Thanks for being on Cruising Authority.
Thanks for the chance.
The Oasis of the Seas is just one ship out of 20 other ships that Royal Caribbean has, and they have ships all over the world. So chances are, wherever you want to go, whether it be Europe or the Mediterranean or Mexican Riviera or Alaska or the Caribbean, you'll be able to find a Royal Caribbean ship that has a wonderful itinerary. So if you're interested in going on a Royal Caribbean ship, particularly the Oasis of the Seas, you're going to want to talk to an expert. And I would recommend that you go to www.dreamvacationscruise.com or call a discount cruise broker at 1-877-SHIPS-95. Well, thank you for joining us on this short video tour of the Oasis of the Seas. My name is Barry with Cruising Authority, and I want to wish you smooth seas.